my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with Mark from Suddenly Comics. We are the price variants, and we are talking about the hottest Silver Age comics of the week. And yeah, there's a bit of a theme. Well, actually, there is a theme. I purposely created this list based on a theme that I had in my head. I was like, oh, I'll do this weird theme. I'm not sure if Mark caught the theme. Did you catch the theme?
I have to say, Alan, you have repeated a comic we had, exactly the same comic we had last week.
Well, yeah, sure. There's one that's maybe from last week, but nah, but there's a theme. There is a theme.
No, I didn't spot the theme.
It's women in comics.
Women in comics.
Yeah, so you'll notice that there's a lot of female
Oh,
first
okay.
appearances,
Yes, all right. Yes, now you
and
mentioned it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
you'll see it. You'll see it.
yeah.
So
Now you mentioned it. Yeah, and there's more than two
yeah,
in
the whole list, except for one where it's just a cute girl on the cover. I thought it was like, oh, this is a really great cover, and I figured you might know about the book. We'll get into it.
Yes,
We'll
yes, I
show
do
it.
know about the book. I know the one you mean.
Okay, okay. So let's start. What's the
Kick
first one
off.
on the list?
Right, first one on the list. Where am I going? I'm going to have to go there first, and then we're going to go there. What a
So
cracker.
I love this book.
Showcase 79.
Mhm. First appearance of Dolphin.
First appearance of Dolphin.
J. Scott Pike cover.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, what a great cover. I first saw this doing this show maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Have we been doing it that long? I think we have.
Something like that, yeah. Something like maybe
Uh,
3 or 4 years, yeah.
yeah. And I said I've got to get one of those. And I didn't get one for the longest period of time. Couldn't find one at the right price. Anyway, I picked one
Mm.
up about 6 months ago.
Oh, nice, yeah.
It's,
Very good.
it's raw. It's probably a 5.560, something like that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite covers of all time. Like I'd say it's in my top 20 list of favorite
Okay.
covers.
I'm surprised with all those golden age covers you've got.
I know. I love this cover though. I mean, I don't know. There's so many great covers. I mean, I don't know, but it is in my top list. It is one of my favorite covers. I just think it's beautiful. I just like the way that she goes literally right across the entire page. Like her hand even goes right into that corner. Her toe almost goes into the corner where the DC logo is. It's just so great.
It's very aesthetically pleasing. There's that the Fabinici uh thing, the Fabinici thing where ammonites show it. Occurs in nature, and anything that follows the Fabinici principle is aesthetically pleasing. This
So what's
doesn't
the
follow
Fibonacci principle?
it's,
Okay, go.
it's a number sequence where you add the two previous numbers to get the next number.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how does that work in terms of
Well,
covers?
well, it doesn't. Um,
I was like really confused.
I can't see any Fabinici principle going on here, but the point was I'm making is that it is for some reason aesthetically pleasing. Who
Okay.
you show this cover to goes, oh, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
it,
it's a great cover.
the way it's just very pleasing to the eye.
You know, like sort of a testament to this cover is Steven recently did a big trade, right? Where he traded off a whole bunch of pretty major keys.
Uh-huh.
And he actually had a 9.4 or 9.6 of this in that collection of things
Mhm.
that he traded. And then he realized that he had, trader's regret. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works, but he actually pulled back this one book and he said, okay, I'll give you some other big things instead because he loved this book so much.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him for doing that. I,
No.
I I mean, this is such a great book.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's one
Absolutely.
that I wouldn't want out of my collection. I have a lower grade copy. I feel like I should upgrade it. I have like a 5 or something like that. But
Yeah,
this
I
is a
mean, I
beautiful
have to
one.
I must get my copy out and press it and clean it and do submit it. Because I think it's decent. I think it's a 5.560, maybe even better than that if I clean and press it nicely.
Mhm. So yeah, so this one, 7.0 seems like a bit of a steal to me. Like 200 bucks.
Yeah, that sounds cheap.
Yeah,
But I think the whole market's depressed, Alan. I don't think we're seeing any recovery at all. Let's have a
not yet. Not yet. I don't think so.
so 7.0 for 228. Um Yeah,
Is it that little? Okay, so there was a little spike up and then there was a down
this
sale.
this one.
Is it the down sale?
Yeah, it's the down sale. I mean, what I would say, Alan, is if you go to pre-COVID, you know, about here we're looking, it's about pre-COVID price.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Oh,
I mean, look how high it did get up to though. That
it
like
went
that
loopy
way
at
up
one
there.
stage. It was one of those that went loopy. 542. So it's lost half its value since August 2022,
Yeah.
as have a lot of books. But not many DC books spiked like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember this being on some hot list because people were like, "Hey, that's a really great cover."
Yeah.
And there was Aquaman movie coming out, and there was rumors that Dolphin was going to be potentially the love interest, especially because what's her name? The girl that played Mara.
The Johnny Depp's wife.
Yeah, the one that likes making a mess of beds. That's the most politically correct way of me saying that. Um, so because of Amber Heard messing up so badly, they were thinking of bringing in Dolphin. So there was like that little bit of speculation around this book.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but what's the census on it? I bet it's really low census too.
Not that high, is it? It's yeah, 500,
Yeah,
550.
I mean I mean, and this is one of those books you would get graded.
Yeah,
Uh,
you would. Well, I haven't had mine graded yet, but
okay,
yes,
well, you're going to get it
I'm
graded,
gonna get
so
it graded, yes.
okay, but yeah, so this is I think this somebody got a great deal on it. Anything where it's pre-COVID price, I think is a bit of a steal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Right. So that's a good one to start with on Lady Comics. Here we go. We've got an Archie.
I actually just showed this on I did a thing where somebody asked me to show innuendo covers.
Yeah.
And can you read the joke so that
Yeah,
people
it's
can
not
maybe
really an innuendo cover.
yeah, read it and
No,
you'll see what
it's
I'm
not. I don't think it is.
okay,
'Cause
okay, zoom in,
okay.
zoom in.
Guess so Archie says, guess you got the working of the brake and the accelerator down pat, Betty. This learning to drive is the is the most, Archie. What's next? Now we get the feel of the clutch. Oh, Archie, that's even more fun than learning to drive. Ah, I mean it's not
Yeah,
innuendo.
so what
She,
so what is she grabbing at? What is she looking at? What's the clutch? Okay, that's the joke. That's it looks like she's kind of like grabbing Archie's clutch. Okay, that's the innuendo.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's like, look at the third panel, the second panel. She's like totally looking at, and Archie's kind of looking down too. It's like, what are you grabbing here? Okay, it's
Okay.
very innuendo-ish.
All right. I'll
It's
maybe.
it's a classic innuendo cover. Okay,
Right. Okay.
get your wife to explain it to you, and maybe you'll understand. I don't know.
Okay. I'm too innocent. I'm too innocent.
You're too innocent. It's like here I'm explaining the birds and the bees to an older person. It's interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So innuendo comic, if you say so, $420 for 6.5.
I know my comments are going to be filled with what is Merc What's going on with Merc? Okay, so yeah, I mean that's actually a low price I think on this one as well. This is
It's not,
usually a
it's a
pretty pricey
record.
book. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised because I know that this book is a fairly expensive one. I would have thought it was more. I think my copy, which is a low grade, like a 2 or 3 kind of range, I think I paid like 300 for it. Like I think it was
So,
200 actually.
so this, to be fair, this hasn't sold for 7 years. So
Yeah,
this is the first time we've had a 6.5 sell for 7 years. So you'd be a bit disappointed if it hadn't gone up. But
yeah.
it has gone up fairly significantly.
Well, it's a
So
fairly rare book.
it's a fairly rare book, and yeah, exactly. And it didn't sell during COVID, so there's no COVID peak.
Hmm. But actually, can you look at the census? I just kind of want to show a couple things. Look at the census. It's really low census.
Yeah, hang on.
Like scroll up and you can see the census.
Oh, very low. I wouldn't think it was as low as that. 74.
Yeah. 74. I mean, you think Archie and you think, oh, they must have printed millions of these books. Um, it's actually a pretty low census, and it's one you do get graded because
What grade
it's
did you say? Oh no, it was the last one that Stephen had a 9.4 in, because I bet a 9.4 in this is about the
oh,
top.
it would be a big book, yeah. But look at the
Oh,
sales
there's no
history.
9.4 in this. The highest grade is a 9.
Yeah. How much does nine go for?
3,360.
Well, I told you it's a pricey book.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting one. Classic innuendo cover. Even if somebody doesn't get the joke, it's still a classic innuendo cover. Um, yeah, just a great one. Um, and I just like Betty's expression. It's just so cute. So,
Yeah, it's cute.
okay. All right, next one.
Next one. Superman 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
We have got a classic Supergirl, or is it Superwoman?
Supergirl. And it
Supergirl.
even says Supergirl on the cover. So
Supergirl.
this is considered to be one of the prototype ones.
Oh, right. Yes, this isn't the real one, is it?
No. So in the story, I think Jimmy Olsen wishes for Superman to have a friend, basically, have a super friend, that kind of thing.
It's not
And
Jimmy Olsen cross-dressing, is it?
no, no, no. It's just she comes into the story, and then I think she dies at the end, actually.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so they were testing out the concept of Supergirl.
Yeah.
And I like this version of Supergirl because she has like the blue top, red bottoms. I think that's the way when they actually released Supergirl in the ad before in Action Comics 251, I think, which is the ad for Supergirl, she looked like that. But when they actually released her, they made her all blue in terms of her
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah. I
So I
quite.
didn't like that as much. I'm a big fan of the blue top, red bottoms.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay, as if
Yeah.
that matters somehow.
Well,
Um,
I know you like your women in red.
no, I like that contrast. I feel like they need that breakup. If it's all blue, it doesn't work for me.
Okay. I'll buy that. Okay, so that went for 444 for a
Hmm.
CEO. Let's have a look.
That seems
It's
again seems
down.
a little low.
It's down.
Yeah, it sounds really low for me.
Wow. Um, we have
Not a very good curve, anyways.
we
It's
have to go back 10 years. So this is
it's
actually lower
been
price.
pre-COVID.
Well, no, than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. That's crazy. What was the previous sale?
690 in 2020, in August 20, about a year ago, in August
So
2024.
if you look at the line on this one, almost flat. Even though it's like kind of like a little, bumpy, but as you would say, bobbling along. Um, until this sale where it just dropped off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is another indicator that things are not good in the comic market at the moment.
Yeah. Um, it's kind of disappointing because this is such a key book, because it is the prototype. And it's a really like it is very like on the nose prototype. Some prototypes it's like sort of all, remember how I showed you a few
Oh yeah,
prototypes
no, this is a
for
proper prototype, not one
this
of
is like this is like the same
not
name,
your
same
dodgy,
outfit,
not your
same
dodgy Doctor
powers.
Strange prototype from the other week.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So this is like so like on the nose. But yeah, interesting. Kind of sad actually. A lot of people consider this to be actually the first appearance of Supergirl
Well, to be
because
fair to them, it does say Supergirl on the cover.
and it is like the same powers, same suit, same everything,
Yeah,
except it's a different character.
it says the Girl of Steel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, this one is very underrated and underappreciated book, but
Even less so at the moment. Right.
I have a feeling. whoever picked it up actually got a bit of a steal on this because this is one of those books that once we get like a trailer for the Supergirl, and if the Superman movie does well,
Yeah.
this is a book that will go up in value, I think.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
hope so.
what's the census? I can't quite see that.
500.
500. So really low census count too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
moving
now
on.
we
Next
got
one.
one record at least.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, it's a lovely Batman.
this is another, not Supergirl,
No,
but
is this first
see,
Batgirl?
this is Batgirl, yes. This is there was actually two versions of Batgirl. This one that actually she wasn't a one and done. So she actually was Batgirl for a little bit.
Yeah, just what's her name? I remember her name. What's it? First appearance and of the original Batgirl, Betty Kane. That's it. Betty Kane. It's also the first blue Bowman.
Oh, one sec here. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
You've gone a bit
Just one
quiet,
sec.
but yeah.
Somebody's earphones are picking up my my phone. My phone's picking up their earphones, AirPods.
Don't worry, Batgirl will save you. And there's Batwoman on the cover as well.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
I think I've got this.
It's a major key actually.
Yeah, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Yeah, very good. Right, I like that one. In a 5.5, how much do you reckon, Alan? What did that this sell for? Sold for 465.
That's way down. Because I know that a three ish was going for around 400.
Okay, well, that's way very much down then. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Oh dear, this is not good. We might as well go back 10 years and buy our comics, Alan.
Yeah.
I guess there's another one that's about the price it was 10 years ago.
Wow, that's really bad.
Another one down at 466 when the previous price was 640. Somebody has been
Wow.
picking up some steals.
I almost feel like this was just a weak auction for Heritage.
Well,
Because
you
if
said
you look
that
at the
every week.
sales elsewhere, they're fairly flat, but higher than these sales.
Yeah, that's a really sad one.
That is quite. I thought when I saw the price, I was like, oh, not again, another weak sale.
Yeah, I
What was
mean,
the
look at
sale
look
back
at
then?
this. In 2015, one sold for $550. So it's $100 cheaper than it was 10 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, this is a good time if people have money, which nobody has, um, to buy stuff because I think everything is just undervalued.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Very,
if you look at the census, it's not a high census
no, I bet
again.
this one's low as well. Yeah. No, we haven't had one over 1,000 yet. 728.
Yeah. I mean, you compare that to Marvel, and this should be like 4,000 or something crazy. Um, these are low census books. They're key books. Um, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing. Is all I can say.
Right, let's see if we can sort these things out. I think this is the loss number five, isn't it? One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I think so. Right,
Yep.
now then,
Now
I know
this one I
about
don't
this.
know anything about. I just saw the
Okay,
cute
well,
girl on
I
the
do.
cover.
So, I mean, I mean, it's not about a woman. I mean, it's got a nice cover with a woman on it.
Yeah.
And she's
You know
got,
why I thought this one was interesting? The woman reminds me of a Matt Baker woman, like a Seven Seas or something like that.
yeah, I mean, she's got a red dress on, Alan, so that's
No,
immediately
no, it's the style of the girl. It kind of
okay.
reminds me of Matt Baker
Yeah,
a bit.
okay. It's not Matt Baker.
I know it's not Matt Baker,
It's
but
Ross Heath. Oh no, it's Joe Kubert. Joe Kubert, cover and art.
Joe Kubert. Okay, that's cool. Joe Kubert's a really great artist.
Oh, he is, yes. Right. So as you know, Brave and the Bold was my first ever comic sort of series that I tried to collect, and I have not yet finished it after
Okay,
50 years of collecting. And the reason I haven't finished it is because these early issues, I'm missing about four now.
okay.
Um, these issues in the teens and the early 20s, they are really scarce. That you got sort of the census count is sometimes below 20.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and if you want a sort of decent grade, I my minimum grade on these is about 4.5.
Okay.
And if you want to try and get one at 4.5 graded, they just are very rare. So in an 8.5, that is, I bet that's the top grade or near it.
Oh wow.
And there
And do
won't
you
be,
have this one in your
yeah,
collection?
I do have this one. Yeah, mine's a 4.0. I
Okay.
bought it. It's one of the original ones that I bought when I was about 30, about 35 years ago. I
Okay.
paid $15 for it.
Oh, you did well then.
Uh, I got it slabbed. It came back a 4.0.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So yeah, I do
So
have
yeah,
this one.
I think the cover is very cool.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
Is there any like key significance or
Now
anything about it?
I'll tell you what, Alan, I think this will be a record. I don't, these are rare, right? This, because we've seen this before. When you come across comics that are really rare in high grade, they tend to buck the market trend because they
Okay.
just don't turn up very often.
And
This
this
lot have turned up. I can tell you now that is very rare. So let's
this
have a look.
is the last appearance of the Silent Knight too, which is
Yeah, yeah,
the key.
right. So there's my 4.0. Um,
Your 4-0. Okay.
uh,
How many on the census quickly
There
since you get it
are
right there?
there's 56, so there's a
Wow.
few more of
Wow.
these
That's
ones.
almost like golden age level.
Yeah,
Like it's a pretty rare book.
56. And yeah, I'm right. It's a record.
Wow.
How many 8.5s are there? It's eight. Let's have a look at
And what's the highest grade?
the highest grade is a 9.2. So there's only one higher, only one in higher grade. So there's 1.92, 3.85s, and 2.8s. I mean, you know,
Wow.
these are rare comics. When did the
Wow.
last one of these 8.5 sell? I bet it was ages ago.
That's very cool. So it's a record as well. Like how much did it go up? I mean, it looks like it kind of went
Went up. The last sale was $700 in December last year, and it's gone up $140 since then.
yeah.
And if
So
well, the sale before that was in 2019, so there's no COVID sales, and that was
mhm.
450. So between 2019 and 2025, this has nearly doubled in value.
Wow. So yeah, that's actually that, you know, that shows that there's strength in the market where, as you said, it's books that you just don't see that often, and people will consolidate and put their money towards that. They won't buy these random things that you can see all the time. Like all the books that were kind of easier to get have gone down.
Yeah.
The ones that
Yeah.
are a little bit more scarce have gone up.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at the usual suspects, we're always talking between five and six and 7,000 of them,
Yeah.
and they, when the market becomes tough, people put them on the market to generate cash.
Hmm.
This doesn't happen with comics like this. They come up very rarely. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there's so
I
few of,
think we look at the two that went up this week. Three were way down, and then two that went up. Both of them were scarce.
yeah,
Were kind of hard to find.
yeah,
The ones that went up, and then the ones that went down were kind of easier to get that you see often in the market. So,
yeah. Very
um,
good. So
okay, so we saw a little trend there. Um, we will continue this list. Actually, the ones on your list I actually like better. I actually like the ones that are on your list because there's two that I think are. I know there's a bit of arachnophobia going on, but they're cool arachnophobia
no,
books.
I'm fine with them because we don't. They're not, it's not as if
They're not ones that we
they're
put on
different
the list
ones. We're
very
not
often.
ones we've seen that frequently.
Yeah, but they're to me very big keys. And yeah, so go over, check out Mark's list. The link is in the description. Thanks again, Mark. Bye
Thanks,
now.
Alan. Cheers.